Okay, let's do some instructions on putting this piece together when you get it. When it comes, it'll be on a pallet. Once you get it all in packaged, the first thing you want to do is fasten on the crown molding top cap. It'll look like this. What we'll do is just set it up top up here. You're just going to want to make sure that it is flush on this end and that it's tied up against all the way around. And then up top, you're not really going to be able to see this in the video very well. Come up here. So there is some screw holes up here. They have red circles around them. Should be pretty obvious to where these go. And these 5 total screws. You're just going to want to put those in. These screws, you can either use a Phillips or a number 2 square bit on them. They'll work with either. Okay, once you get that secured down, next you're probably going to need at least 2 to 3 people. So what you're going to do is lift this up onto the top of the bench. Okay, once you have the top piece lifted up into place, you're just going to want to put it all the way flush against this side. Come around the back here. There's some pocket screws. Just make sure it's flush along this side. There's pocket screws right here. There's 2 of them there. And then when you come around the back side back here, just want to make sure it's flush all the way along this back side. And just install the rest of these pocket screws. All these are pre-drilled, so they should kind of self-align as you're putting them in. On this side over here, you're gonna actually have to remove this drawer. And how you do that is if you come up underneath here, I'll show you better once I get the drawer up. There's some little tabs. You just push those little tabs and the drawer slides out. So you can see at the bottom here, these little tabs right here. You just push those and it allows the door to come out. Okay? So set that aside. Grab another screw. You just want to look at this and make sure there's pretty much an even gap all the way down this edge, or an even overhang. Coming up underneath here, this is also kind of hard to see, but there's a large hole right here. It'll have a red mark around it. You'll just want to put the screw up into there. Secure that down. Next, put the drawer back in. You pull your slides all the way out. Set the drawer on top of those. Then just push it back in securely. You may need to come back here on the back side and grab the back of the slides and push them forward a little bit. You'll hear it click. That click. Okay, that should be all there is to assembly. Only other minor thing is if it doesn't come together perfectly around your crown molding, I have some white putty that's sent along. You can simply just take some on your finger and put it around the top. If there's any gaps or anything on the molding where it comes together, then you can just take a wet rag and wipe that off. So let me know if you have any questions.